Hello friends. You're welcome back to Swift Stars Animation. Here we believe that a man's spiritual life is the key that unlocks every other aspect of his life. For our new and existing subscribers, we are grateful. May God continue to bless you greatly. Today, we shall be looking at a very interesting and exciting topic: when the devil thinks he's won, but God says otherwise. It's an amazing story and it's suitable for the entire family. It's educative, motivating, captivating and mind-blowing. Stay tuned.
When the enemy laughs, it means he thinks you're finished. He thinks your prayers have failed, your God has gone silent, and your story is over. But what he doesn't know is that God doesn't move early, and he never moves late. He moves at the best time ever, at moment of glory. James, a hard-working mechanic, runs a humble auto repair shop in the heart of town. His wife, Naomi, serves food at a diner, while their daughter, Favor, dreams of becoming a nurse. They don't have much, but their love is rich.
Welcome home, my king.
And there she is, the reason I survive Mondays. What's that smell? Did you put love in the stew again?
Only a double dose today. You've earned it. James, that cough again. It's getting worse.
It's nothing, Naomi. Just dust from the garage. You know how it is.
Dust doesn't sound like that. You've been coughing for days now, weeks even. You need to go to the hospital.
Hospital? With what money, love? We still owe the landlord. Favor's school fees are due. Even the fridge sounds like it's on life support.
And what if something's seriously wrong? What if we lose you, James? What happens to all those bills then?
Don't say that. I'm not going anywhere.
Then do something about it. You're not invincible. We need you. Favor needs her father. I need my husband.
I'm just tired, Naomi. I've been working double shifts, skipping meals to make ends meet. I can't afford to be weak right now.
You're not weak for needing help. You're human. Don't let this stubborn pride steal you from us.
Let me rest tonight. If it gets worse, I promise I'll go.
That's not a promise to me. That's a promise to life itself.
I promise you, my love, I will go to the hospital tomorrow. Cross my heart.
James, if you truly love your family, you will go to the hospital for proper checkup.
The next day Mr. James refused to go to the hospital for proper checkup. A week after, James collapses at his shop and dies before the ambulance arrives. James's death hits hard. Bills pile up. Naomi can't afford rent. Worst of all, James's older brother, Calvin, steps in pretending to help. Calvin is respected in the church, but behind closed doors, he's manipulative, arrogant, and bitter.
He said he'd take us to the seaside this summer. Just once, so Favor could see the ocean.
He promised he'd come to my graduation. He said he will be the loudest one clapping. He even said he'd build me a car from scratch, like the ones he fixed.
He told me he'd grow old with me. Said when the wrinkles came, he'd still call me beautiful. Said he'd hold my hand until we were both too old to walk straight.
Mommy, you have to be strong, okay? Daddy wouldn't want us like this.
Why didn't he listen? I begged him. I told him to go to the hospital. He said it was just a cough, just a cough.
He said he'd teach me how to ride a motorbike. He even made me promise I'd never forget the time. Daddy's little genius. Why did he have to go, Mum? Why did God take him?
Because the world never lets the good ones stay too long. He worked himself to the bone, for us. And we couldn't even save him.
He said he'd never leave us. Never. He lied.
No, baby, he didn't lie. He didn't want to leave. The world dragged him out of our arms. But in here, he's still with us. We carry him now, in every breath, every step forward.
Their cries soften into whimpers. The silence returns, but this time it's not empty. It's full of love, memory, and the lingering warmth of a man who tried his best until the end. Shortly after Favor left the sitting room to her room, her late father's elder brother came in. He corners Naomi one evening.
You're still up?
Sleep doesn't come easy these days.
I figured. That's why I stopped by. Thought maybe we could talk. Just the two of us.
Naomi looks up, weary but curious. He takes a seat across from her, leaning forward.
Naomi. Look. I'm not here to play games. I'll get straight to the point. James is gone now, and I don't want to wait around before someone else tries to outsmart me.
Excuse me, please go straight to the point.
I'd liked you for a long time. Even when James was still alive, I always admired you. Your strength. Your beauty. And now I see an opportunity. You need someone. There are bills to pay, a daughter to raise. And I'm willing to step in.
You're talking about your own brother's widow. 1 week, Calvin. It's only been 1 week.
Exactly. Time doesn't wait. The world is cruel to women like you. But I'm here. I have the resources, the connection. I can help. If you let me.
Is that what this is? A transaction? You think because you have money, I'll just crawl into your bed like some desperate woman?
Stability. But if you'd rather suffer to prove a point, be my guest. Refuse me, Naomi. And I promise you, I'll make this house a living hell. I'll pull the rent, cut off any help, and make sure you feel that man's death every single day. Mark my words.
You may hold the keys to this house, Calvin, but God holds the keys to my destiny. And not even you can break what is building in me.
We'll see how long your faith keeps the lights on.
He walks out, slamming the door behind him. Naomi remains standing, her breath shaky but her resolve like iron.
You want to break me? Try, but I serve the God who raises the dead. And he is not done with me yet.
The war begins. Calvin turns James's family against Naomi, lying that she was unfaithful. He manipulates the church, whispering rumors, she always dressed too pretty to be just a wife. He uses legal tricks to seize James's shop, claiming it was family property. Naomi and Favor are evicted from their small apartment and forced to live in a friend's rundown trailer park. At night, Naomi kneels on the cold tile floor and cries.
God, did you bring me this far just to bury me in shame?
A stage has been set. A mic waits. A massive banner reads, "Celebrating a legacy, Calvin Williams at 45. He raises his glass, and the DJ fades the music. The crowd grows quiet, phones raised, lights blinking like fireflies.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for honoring me tonight, your favorite success story. The one and only. From a garage to a mansion, from fixing cars to fixing destinies.
The crowd laughs and cheers. Naomi, seated at the far back in a modest dress, watches silently. Favor clutches her hand, sensing something in the air.
Mum, please don't take what my uncle is saying to heart. He just wants to mock us.
No, my precious daughter, I won't. I'm bigger than that. I got Jesus, so I'm bigger.
You're right, Mum.
They said I wouldn't make it. That I'd crumble after James died. But look at me now, standing taller, richer, and not alone. In fact, I have a special announcement tonight. One that proves God blesses the faithful and elevates the bold.
A tall, elegant woman in a glittering gown rises from the crowd. The spotlight follows her. She's regal, polished, a well-known, wealthy woman from their church, Sister Olivia.
Meet my fiancée, soon-to-be Mrs. Olivia Williams. She's everything a man could want: class, wealth, vision. Not like some people who think prayer can pay bills or that tears solve problems.
Some guests chuckle awkwardly. Naomi feels every eye on her. She swallows hard, humiliated. Calvin looks straight at her now, the smile sharpened like a blade.
You see, when one door closes, God opens a penthouse. And sometimes, he clears out the past to make room for something finer.
He raises his glass to Olivia and kisses her hand. Olivia waves, unaware or unbothered by the venom in his words. Naomi stands up slowly, her hands trembling, not from fear, but from fury and rising fire.
You may own the stage tonight, Calvin, but God owns the spotlight. And when he decides to flip the script, you'll remember this moment.
Meanwhile, Favor is bullied at school for smelling like gasoline. Naomi is forced to pick up trash in fast food parking lots to buy food. The laughter of the enemy grows louder. One rainy night, Naomi, soaked and weeping behind a closed gas station, cries out, "If you're still there, just say something. Even a whisper. I'm drowning." That very moment, a luxury SUV pulls in. A woman rolls down her window. Dr. Lorraine Walker, a doctor and former customer of James.
Naomi, what happened to you?
Naomi hesitates, then opens up. Dr. Walker listens in silence.
I lost my husband, James. He passed just 2 months ago. And his brother, Calvin, he took everything. The house, the business, everything James worked for. Since then, my daughter and I have been surviving. Eating from hand to mouth.
My God. James was one of the kindest men I ever met. He fixed my car more than once and refused payment half the time. You were never meant to be crawling, Naomi. You hear me?
Naomi nods slowly, overwhelmed, as more tears fall, this time not just from pain, but from hope breaking through.
Tomorrow, you start a new chapter. You and your daughter. Come with me. I've got space, connections, and most importantly, a reason to help.
Why would you do this?
Because I owe your husband. And because I believe God doesn't forget those who love deeply and suffer quietly. Always remember, God never leaves his own, or allows them to see shame, no matter what. Come give me a hug. Your husband was a good man.
Thank you, ma'am, for everything.
As the SUV pulls away into the night, the glowing lights of Calvin's party fade behind them, while ahead, the horizon begins to shimmer with the first signs of destiny unfolding. Dr. Walker offers Naomi a job as a front desk coordinator at her clinic. With health insurance, benefits, and dignity. Favor is enrolled in a private Christian school on a scholarship. A local journalist, Dr. Walker friend, hears Naomi's story and runs a feature titled, "From Grief to Grace, A Widow's Silent Victory." In 3 months Naomi's story turned, people round the globe began inviting her to hear her story. It was not long, she became a global figure. Pastor Emmanuel steps up to the pulpit, solemn. He clears his throat and looks over his glasses at the congregation.
Brethren, today's message is not from the pulpit, but from the truth, a truth that can no longer be ignored. After thorough investigation, it has come to light that Brother Calvin Williams unlawfully transferred his late brother's estate, business, property, and finances into his own name. Fraudulently, deceitfully. From this moment, Calvin Williams is removed from the church board and placed under disciplinary suspension.
But Pastor Sir, it's all a big fat lie.
Brother Calvin, the records are there.
Nothing must go wrong. You're right, just hurry up, Abbott.
Suddenly, 2 police officers approach.
Calvin Williams,
Yes.
you're under arrest for forgery, property theft, and financial misappropriation concerning the estate of the late James Williams.
Wait, what? This is a mistake. I'm a respected man in this community.
The cuffs click. Cameras flash. Phones record. His pride shatters in real time. Naomi, standing at the entrance with Favor and Dr. Walker, watches in silence. Her expression is calm, not vengeful, but free.
You set me up.
No, Calvin, truth set you up, and justice did the rest.
1 week later.
After reviewing your case and the public scandal it has brought upon this company, we are left with no choice.
He stamps a letter.
You're hereby terminated. Effective immediately. No, sir.
Calvin stands, shoulders hunched, the room spinning. Everything he once bragged about, gone. No applause, no celebration, only silence. Calvin walks alone, papers in hand, a man once at the top now stripped bare. A billboard above reads, "God lifts the humble, and brings down the proud." As he passes a nearby street, a little girl's laughter floats in the air. Naomi and Favor are handing out food with Dr. Walker's outreach team, smiling, radiant. Calvin turns away quickly, ashamed. A modest podium set on a small stage. Lights dim. A spotlight on Naomi.
But God says otherwise. My name is Naomi. I lost my husband. I lost our home. I lost everything we built. His own brother, Calvin, took it all, the businesses, the house, the inheritance. He didn't come to comfort us. He came to steal, and he left me and my daughter, Favor, with nothing. I was crushed, betrayed, alone. I had no money, no support, no one to fight for me. But in the middle of my pain, I whispered, God, help me. And he did. He didn't just give things back. He gave me strength. He gave Favor boldness. He gave us purpose. Calvin thought we were finished. But God said otherwise. Today, I stand not as a woman who lost, but as a woman God raised. So if you're broken, betrayed, forgotten, hold on. They may think it's over, but God is just getting started. I am Naomi. I survived, and so will you. Thank you.